Hey, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by the channel. Today, if you looked at the thumbnail at all, you're going to see there's a little bit of a trigger warning. I'm sure there's something I'm going to say or something that's going to be said in this video that's going to just set you off. If that happens, it's a you issue, not a me issue. So let's jump right into this. This is Mark Levine, and he's talking about the destruction of the United States.
Their own minds, and that is the Democrat Party hates America. And in that, I want to discuss specifically, like a laser, this issue of immigration. Now, I can't cover it all in the short period of time that I have here, but I want to quote for you in my book a former governor of Colorado, a liberal governor by the name of Dick Lamb. He's deceased since. But in 2004, he gave a speech in Washington, D.C. that he wasn't expected to give. And it's about immigration. It's about how you destroy a country. And I want to read this to you. It's short and crucial. And this is how the Democrats used to think.
Okay, before he gets into this quote, keep in mind, this was how the Democrat Party viewed America. How to keep it safe. Let's keep that in mind. Here we go.
He said, if you believe that America is too smug, too self-satisfied, too rich, then let's destroy America. It's not that hard to do. No nation in history has survived the ravages of time. First, turn America into a bilingual or multilingual and bicultural country. History shows that no nation can survive the tension, conflict, and antagonism of two or more competing languages and cultures. It is a blessing for an individual to be bilingual. However, it is a curse for a society to be bilingual.
Okay. This started years ago. As a matter of fact, even Joe Biden, as a senator, made reference to this issue because it used to be if you were American, you were American. You spoke common language.
Do you speak any English? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
But now as time has progressed, no, that's not the case anymore because we have to represent where we've come from instead of where we are. It's garbage. You can say I'm being hateful or whatever, but it's a fact. When I used to be in the military and I would go to other countries, right? Greece, for example. I couldn't speak the language. Now, it was common that you'd find someone that could interpret for you, but they all spoke the same language. They assimilated the people there from Britain that were living there or working there. They spoke Greek. Now there's a concept. You live here in America, you should speak English. Then we can all communicate as one nation. That's just an opinion, right? Or is that a fact? Tell me in the comments, but let's keep going.
Bilingual. The historical scholar Seymour Lipset put it this way. The histories of bilingual and bicultural societies that do not assimilate are histories of turmoil, tension, and tragedy. Canada, Belgium, Malaysia, Lebanon all face crises of national existence in which minorities press for autonomy, if not independence. Pakistan and Cyprus have divided. Nigeria suppressed an ethnic rebellion. France faces difficulties with Basques, and so forth. What Dick Lamb did here is he laid out a case that you destroy America by destroying its culture, by destroying its language, by destroying the civil society. That is precisely what's taking place in this country at the hands of Joe.
Facts. That's exactly what's happening in this country today. Is he wrong? If you think he's wrong, tell me why. Because the reality is, if you don't have a uniform society where everyone is equal on the same playing field as far as how they speak, their opportunities, then you don't have a country. You have pockets of different countries all over the place, which then means nothing. You have nothing. What is the American culture anymore? Because if you go onto the news, you'll find out the American culture is all of a sudden bad. It's backwards. It's the people that hate America that are pushing this, and it's the blind people following these ignorant leaders who are okay with it. I just don't understand it. Frustrating. This isn't the country that I fought for. People argue that it is. Oh, yes, it is because the Constitution gives us rights. That's true. It does give you rights, and I did fight for those rights, but I also fought for my rights and the rights of people that think differently than the ruling class. I also fought for one nation, not several factions of other nations who try to live their own way apart from the country. I mean, so let's be honest. You left the country you were from to come here. Why would you bring the issues or the lifestyle of the country that you hated so much that you left? Why would you bring it here? You come here, you assimilate. Just like if you get a job at a fast food place and you used to be a car salesman. You don't get to go to that job and bring all of the attributes of a car salesman when you're flipping burgers. They're going to look at you and say, that's not what we do here. Do it the way we do it here. And that's how a country should be. Let's keep going.
Joe Biden of the Democrat Party. I don't want to hear about the mayor of New York City. He's a little late to the scene. I don't want to hear about the governor. I don't want to hear about disparate members of Congress here and there who don't lay the blame where it belongs in the Biden regime. This is an obvious effort to destroy the culture of the United States and the civil society of the United States. Now, 7.6 million illegal aliens in America. Should Biden serve one term and not more, God willing, he will have allowed 10 to 11 million illegal aliens into this country. 10 to 11 million illegal aliens. That's the population of Massachusetts. And he will forever change the country. Now, Dick Lamb wasn't the only one. Jefferson talked about it. Hamilton talked about it. Washington talked about it. None of them were completely opposed to immigration. But they make the point that you have to assimilate into a society. It has to be a managed process.
Facts. I just said that.
That you can't represent every culture on the face of the earth in your own country. That, first of all, the purpose of immigration is to improve the existing country and to do so in support of the current citizenry. Our representatives, our president, are supposed to represent we the people, meaning the citizens of the United States, not the quote-unquote citizens of the world.
Facts. If you're elected to office to represent the people of this country and to hold up the Constitution of this country, then you should be a nationalist at the base. Sure, you can have your differences of opinions on how the nation should run, but that nation has to be first. It's not the United States of Earth. It's not the United Countries of the planet. No, it says the United States of America. And we need to remember that, and we need to focus on that, because right now, we're no man's land. Open borders, people coming and going, factions that don't even speak the language. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I blame us. I blame all of us. Why? Because we saw it happening and we didn't do anything about it. We didn't change our voting patterns. No, we just keep reelecting the same people over and over and over and over again. We either are ignorant, thinking that they're going to change the way they've been doing things for the last decade, We just don't care. I'm going to put the whole video description in. I'm going to, or, this is irritating. I'm going to put the link to this video in the description. So if you want to watch the whole thing, I'm going to end it here because all this is doing is getting me upset. Let me know in the comments what you think because I'm curious and I'd like to have a conversation. If you made it this far, thank you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if I've said something that you agree with, let me know. If you do subscribe, please let me know in the comments you subscribed, and I'll reach back out and touch to you personally with a thank you. Maybe I said something that really upset you, and you just don't like me. That's cool. Put that in the comments too. I'm curious. So, I'm Kix. See you next time.